think number one way you build men is you got to put them through fire. And that's what we try to do. On the field, off the field. On the field, we're going to push them hard. We're going to make sure they do right. They're held accountable. Off the field, we're going to try to teach them. There's a process of teaching young men how to grow up that we don't get in our society today. You know, a lot of our young men don't have fathers. Some of them don't have mothers. Some of them have neither. And I think it's very important that we teach these young men how to grow up and give them role models. Some of these things we do off the field is we have what we call our brick builders. Our brick builders is we have mentor breakfast. We bring in speakers and they address our young men and their issues, and we try to teach them how to be young men. And we show them the way. We have service days, or we go out and we don't get any credit for it. We go out and pick up trash. We try to get back to the community. Because, you know, the one thing a good man does is he gives. You know, today our young men are such takers. And I think once you start giving, you give your time, your effort, your talents, you know, and you use them to not only to glorify God, but use them to glorify others, your teammates. You know, the one thing I tell them, you know, when we have leadership training, is the greatest leader of all was Jesus Christ, and he was a servant leader. And our young men need to understand that if you want to earn respect, if you want to grow up, you want to be the role model to others, you want young people to really appreciate who you are, and you want to have deep, lasting friendships, then you got to serve others. And you got to serve your fellow man. And once you get through the selfishness stage, and you drop your ego, and you understand what being humble and having great humility is, then you start growing up and you start becoming a good man. And we really stress that around here at Wiley. And we do that by, we put them through fire. I mean, we have what we call kind of our Navy SEAL training, where we push them farther than they've ever gone before, try and take the lid off. And underneath that fire and adversity, you find out who crumbles and who leads. And then we take those leaders and we move them on to the next step. But it's all about building men. And to do that, you have to put them through some adversity. And how they react after adversity, that's a great time to start teaching and coaching.